Boom shakalaka, was I wrong about Bitcoin? Stay tuned. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, massive bearish divergence for Bitcoin. Is this bad news? And what about for altcoins? Before we get into things, guys, like the video, come join us on Twitter with your Crypto Love. Subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel, making daily videos for over 7 years. Now, today, fear and greed index dropping dramatically from extreme greed of 90s yesterday and last week all the way down to 80. Still an extreme greed, but down by a lot. Now, this is surprising considering the market went sideways. Bitcoin right now 98,139, Ethereum at 33.99, Solana 254, BNB 684, XRP 144, Dogecoin 44 cents, Cardano 105, and Tron $21. What does this mean if the market goes sideways and sentiment drops like that? Are things starting to get pretty frothy? Yeah, maybe. If it's not going up, it's just bad news for Bitcoin. And if we take a look, Bitcoin was following a pretty steep trend line right here, but found resistance just at big even, $100,000. No surprise there. We were talking about how might have a little bit difficulty breaking through there. Now, it's only been a couple days since we tapped it, but we'll have to see, because if this trend line doesn't hold, which as you can see, this candle's kind of cut in half, we could fall back to maybe like the 78.6 fib at 92.5, or maybe the 61.8 fib at 87,000. That's right around where the 21 EMA right now is. And you can see the 21 EMA has been pretty good support for Bitcoin. So all those levels worth considering. Also should mention there is some support on the volume profile right around the 78.6 fib of $92,500. So all these things happening, but why? Today was supposed to be the day that Bitcoin hit $100,000 based on this trend line. It should have happened today. Maybe it's just waiting for Thanksgiving. That seems more likely, because if Bitcoin does break $100,000, it is going to jump very dramatically. I don't know how high, but it is going to jump. And here's why. There's almost $2 billion that'll be liquidated if Bitcoin jumps to $100,625. If that happens, that'll push the price up even higher, potentially causing a liquidation cascade, which who knows how high the price will go. But before that happens, we do have a little bit of a cool-off signal for Bitcoin right here. Massive bearish divergence. Now, this happens when the price gets higher, RSI gets lower. This generally signals a downtrend or maybe a sideways trend for a while. We'll have to see how this one turns out, because the $98,000 price point that we hit was Bitcoin's last price target. This is actually the price target of the wedge breakout from the middle of November. Breaking out from that wedge target, $98,000. We hit that target. Maybe time for some consolidation before a further up move. Now, there are some signs that we could have a price continuation. If you take a look at this, the Bitcoin on-balance volume, it has broken out. Now, on-balance volume is nice because it generally tends to be a leading indicator for Bitcoin, giving us information before it actually happens. It's used to assess how price movements correlate with trading volume. A breakout in the OBV signals that volume is catching up with the Bitcoin surge, indicating a healthy continuation of the uptrend. So we could see that uptrend, and particularly if Bitcoin does break that $100,000, that'll not only break the big even, but there will be the short squeeze, liquidation of all those shorts, and that'll cause the price to go even higher. You do have to remember, in the bigger picture, we do have this bull flag target of $158,000, and we are not yet there. We are barely at $100,000. So there's a lot more to go, and we've still got a lot more room to go. Not only is Q4 generally pretty good for Bitcoin, but after Q4 of 2024 comes 2025, which, as you can see, is green, which means the price goes up. This is the year when things start happening. Possibly what we've seen so far has just been a prelude. Here's another version of that chart suggesting, hey, we're here in Q4. You have to remember the best part of the bull run, the second bull year. That's when things happen. Now that's for Bitcoin, but let's take a look at altcoins. Bitcoin right now hitting a trigger. This is the Bollinger Band 200 SMA line right here on the green line right here, and Bitcoin has tapped it once again. You can see right here, Bitcoin has tapped it. Now, historically, when Bitcoin has tapped this line, guess what happens? Bitcoin dominance drops off dramatically. You know what that means? Alt season. This coincidentally is happening at the same exact time that we generally see alt season based on just a time after breaking previous all-time highs. So, in the last 2 bull runs, after 3 consecutive weekly closes above the Bitcoin weekly high, that's when alt season started. So we have 2 charts right now suggesting alt season is about to start. How long are you going to wait to load up your bag? Some coins looking very good. Solana right now bouncing off of the 10 SMA. Last time it did this, had a nice healthy price bump, potentially $1,000 Solana, potentially. We'll see. Dogecoin also hidden bullish divergence. This could be very big, suggesting maybe $1 or more per Doge. But that's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video, join us on Twitter at CryptoLove, subscribe to the channel. And of course, YouTube says watch that video right there. I'll catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.